guys? It's Perkling from Broke 5 Broke Productions. Today, I decided to help out a friend of mine who I met at Omni Expo. Great time. Grand old time. Grand old chap. And he's gonna be making his own game fairly soon, and it's gonna be pretty epic. It's a D20 based game, like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, a bunch of other ones like that, pretty much. And he's making his own version. So we're gonna go to his new thing that he's gonna be that he's kind of being a part of, and we're gonna go check it out. We're gonna go, see what's going on. Should probably not go like this. Perfect product placement. Okay, so I'm here with you. Why should I be so excited for this game? And also tell me about it and what it is, please, if you would.
Okay, well, I mean, the reason you should be excited about it is everybody has the zombie apocalypse survival plan. Everybody's asked themselves, what would I do if? And the whole game is based on that premise of what you would do if, well, the zombie apocalypse broke out. So we aim to answer that. Moreover, we're an indie game, and we're supported by people like yourself who kind of help manufacture the game in a group. So instead of like a monolithic corporation telling you why you should play or how you should play, the whole group decides that. So we're doing something different than other people do.
That's definitely different. I mean, I'm excited. I definitely found out via playing that my zombie apocalypse buddies are not always the best in some situations.
Yeah, trust thyself, sir. Don't listen to what other people think. You more go on your gut instinct. That's been the thing that helps people survive.
And what exactly is this game? And what is it in just in its essence?
Okay, well, in essence, it's a retro game. It's an old school tabletop. But we took the idea of an old school tabletop like Dungeons and Dragons or Shadowrun, etc., and we used the same system, but we applied it to the modern age, to the physics of damage and health in a way that is much greater than that of an old school tabletop, and then applied the zombie apocalypse to it. So it's kind of an old school zombie apocalypse game.
What is this Kickstarter? How much do you need, and what are you going to aim for?
The actual amount for Kickstarter is yet to be decided. But the biggest reason that we need it is not because we're going to be doing production books like other games do. So, for example, Dungeons and Dragons 3.5 edition was their most popular edition to date, and they all had real big fat books that they sold for like $50, if not more dollars. And the problem with that is that every time that those books would go out of date, or there'd be rule revisions, or they would find a broken mechanic, they'd put out a new version of this, which is expensive to their company and expensive to their players, and they'd just run their players broke. So instead, what we're doing is we're building a server where, like an MMO, you log on, and all your information is already on the internet for you, so you never have to worry about losing your character sheet. All your stuff is automatically saved, and everything is manipulated that way from your phone, from your tablet, from your PC. You can print it out, you can use it that way if you want. I'm an old school tabletop guy myself. I would prefer to have books, but the fact of the matter is, with the growth of tabletops, they're really from a younger generation of mostly MMO players that are coming off the internet to play on the table. So we might as well meet you halfway. So what the Kickstarter does is it funds us building that system, which is in depth. And that takes a lot more money than I thought it was going to. But that said, to give you an idea, one of my friends just did a game called Urban Heroes, and they made $14,000 for Kickstarter. We don't even want half of that. So we're not in it to make money. Not that they were in it to publish books. They had to. So that's why they had to have that huge amount. But as we're not publishing books, there isn't really a need for me to ask for $10,000 because it's not worth that. More than that, it really needs to be based off the player's experience. So if you had fun and you want us to succeed, then give us some money, right? If you had fun and you just don't think it's worth $1, then don't give us $1. Nobody's forcing you to do it. And Kickstarter will ideally help us build that system that hopefully we publish a good game with.
That'd be something. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try to support, even though I'm very broke. Broke 5 broke.
Bought a shirt, bro, so like...
I did buy a shirt, and
right.
By the way, let me just say this is an epic shirt. I definitely enjoy this. We need to take a selfie with it.
Right, post it up in our group.
Definitely. I mean, I think I will do that later, actually.
Yeah, you probably should.
I should. What is your zombie apocalypse plan if something goes wrong?
Kill myself. That's really simple. So I get asked this a lot. Everybody has these exaggerated plans about, I would wait X amount of days, and I would stay in XYZ place, and I would go to ABC location to get whatever. You know what? if 97% of the population has already turned into a zombie, and somebody's gonna cannibalize me, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna kill myself. Who wants to live in a world without air conditioning? I mean, that's my personal opinion, but that's my plan, and my plan is to kill myself. My friends all have this joke that they're gonna try to stop me from completing my plan, but I don't know. Bullet to the face seems like it's about appropriate.
I mean, is that your way of choice? Just bullet straight to the.
Like I said, I mean, listen. I like the internet. You know, I like air conditioning. I like a couch. You know what I mean? Like I've got a really deep bed. Like I sleep in every day. Like there's no way that I'm gonna give that up. You couldn't even get me to move to another country because I love this. Fuck yeah! I mean, I might make a game about the end of the world. Doesn't mean I want to go there.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna make this game about a place I will never ever be.
Right, exactly. That's the whole point.
Well, I guess that is why it's fantasy, isn't it?
Right, exactly. Right. I'm not actually killing anybody, so it worked out well.
And let's see, what was one of the most fun games you ran? Because I know you GM a lot.
Man, there's been a lot of them. I tend to, when we have like a really kind of epic thing that happens in a game, I tend to immortalize that in the game. Mm-hmm. So a lot of what I do is because I'm writing our rule book, I keep tables on like just like events, randomly generated items, epic things that I feel like would be fun or funny or horrific to show up in other people's games. Then later, if you were to say roll on one of these random tables, you might end up encountering, say, the masturbating clown on a unicycle. Or, yeah, that happened. It was randomly generated. Or you might come across the nuclear weapon that falls out of the sky but doesn't go off and then can be rigged to go off on accident. Or you might experience you might experience the epic luck save that allows you to basically ninja through a horde of zombies. You might experience these kind of crazy things. But here's the best example. We have a player, his name is Chris the Unkillable, and he will be showing up as an NPC in our first chapter. That said, he comes from a game where he was being attacked by some hillbillies. And there's zombies, and he's having to defend himself not only from somebody who's shooting at him, but also from the horde, right? So these hillbillies attack him from behind this car, and he waits for him. They shoot at him, he caps the hillbilly, knocks him right between the eyes, knocks that character off. Now that character was wearing a black cowboy hat. So up the cowboy hat goes into the air. Well, the next cowboy, having seen his fallen buddy go down, he's like, well, screw that, I'm going to shoot at this dude too. So he steps over that guy, the cowboy hat falls on him, he shoots at Chris, completely misses. Chris, on the other hand, turns around and shoots this guy, again, right between the eyes, knocks the cowboy hat in the air. You would not believe this happened, but the next of the three of them, he's like, well, two of my buddies died, so I'm going to stand right there. Cowboy hat comes down, shoots, misses Chris entirely. Chris rolls a natural 20, blows that guy's head off. So that cowboy hat became known as the Cowboy Hat of Chaos, and is now in the book, in the randomly generated items. I wouldn't suggest you put it on. That's all I'm saying.
I want to find this.
It'll be hidden somewhere in the game.
You know, once I get anything of power.
I don't. This isn't. It's an anti-item. It's like you get other people to wear it. Let's put it that way.
And I always like to roll with deception.
Right. You and Chris.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell a little bit of my experience. Okay. I met this guy at Omni Expo, and he was running the same kind of setup. Me, David, Xavier, their YouTube channels are also in the description. We were all playing, and one of the things that happened is after we go down this ladder, I found a SAM missile.
Yeah, surface-to-air missile found randomly at the bottom of a bunker.
In a box.
In a box. Yeah.
And two of them.
Right.
And
this all makes sense. Go on.
So as I was continuing to play, now that I realize I have something of power, I started to play like sea nanners, and I decided, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go kill this unconscious guy who's in the corner, who was our
air missile. Right.
No, I used the knife for that one.
Okay.
I used the knife for that one, slit his throat, and then ate him like a cannibal.
It's all very appropriate. That's obviously something that would have happened in our game. Was I running that one? I don't think
You didn't run that part.
No, I was gonna say because I think I had done the first part of you guys.
Yeah, you ran the first part, but then after I ate him, it's like I rolled to see what the effects of eating a human person was, and apparently since I rolled a perfect 20,
nothing.
It energized me.
You took over for the NPC that you had killed earlier, who was doing the same thing basically.
And now we get to the bottom of the bunker. The game is finished by technicality because we had gotten to the end of this demo, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna set up a SAM missile.
So here you are underground, some 20 or 30 feet, in a bunker that's like from the Cold War, and you set off 2 surface-to-air missiles. I mean, what could go wrong?
Well, me not rolling high enough to set the missile off. So then Xavier, you remember him, Mohawk, he hits me in the face with a baseball bat, gets me down to 1 HP.
That seems appropriate.
And then David shoots me in the face. But our GM cinematic'd it to where when he shot, it hit Nick just perfectly on the the fuse to where, kablam, the entire thing implodes on us.
See, this is the kind of thing you guys need to post in our group. I actually didn't know the end of that story.
You didn't get the end of that story? I could have sworn you.
Well, I mean, the thing is, there was 1,000 people that joined our group in that single week, so it's just like I was so busy adding people that I didn't get to follow up with everybody.
Oh, God.
So, you know.
So, yeah, so that was a thing. And then, by the way, speaking of your group, tell us about the Facebook group.
Okay, so one of the things that we really want for this game is we want our community to really kind of develop the games. So while we have some stories and we have some chapters that you can play, one of the things that we're going to do in that system for Kickstarter is make it so you can submit information, submit fiction, submit stories that you guys have come up with, and if they meet a certain par excellence, we're going to release them so that everybody who's playing in the community can download those and also play through those. So what happens is on Facebook, on Twitter, and then probably eventually on G+, we're going to be developing groups that all we really do is talk about this game. Like case in point on Facebook right now at facebook.com/ I believe it's Remain Calm Survival Group. And it'll be
it's gonna be like right here probably.
Here-ish, Vanna White, right? This. Feel free to join us. You know, listen, I boot haters, so there's nobody that's talking crap. Everybody is very, very chatty, as you know already. You make a lot of friends there, and we really all of the time are pushing for ideas and gameplay and experiences and all those things. And on top of that, we generally geek out. I mean, it's not just about zombies, as we will have expansions for vampires, robots, werewolves, kaiju. I mean, you name it, we're going to release, all those. We're going to release those as separate pieces, all of which will get their own fiction and chapters and all kinds of stuff. So the idea is that this is a game driven by what our community wants to put in the game, unlike those monolithic corporations that tell you how to play.
I believe you call it the rule of cool.
The rule of cool, man. That's what it's about. Yeah, we want to have some fun.
And along with that, he was talking about the Facebook group. I personally chill in there, and it's a lot of fun. I don't get to post as much as I'd like, which I know he's bugging me about this entire time. But yeah, I mean, I chill in there. It's a lot of fun. And then there's also, you were saying that we can submit our own pieces, and definitely Broke by Broke will definitely be submitting, and that's my media. That's the media group that I come up with. We do everything from writing to creativity and videos
about getting
and
your
stuff.
into the game too, because once the online system's done, it's literally like there's just a couple criteria that you have to hit, and then we even have everything formatted so it's kind of copy and paste, right? So you can just drop it into a format, and then you can save it into the system, and then that just becomes something that everybody gets a hold of, and you'll get the credit for it. It'll say who it's written by and what the companies are, because we just feel like games like this are social. The problem with a LAN party is you're chatting with people, or you're having to sit around a computer screen, things like that, and you lose the kind of the social interaction that you get with an old school retro tabletop. And then imagine being able to take the cool parts of an MMO, like that long distance reach that you can have with your buddies over the internet, and develop that for a tabletop. You know, that kind of thing is already happening with Google Hangouts and things like that. So this is just one more step beyond that, where you can almost publish your own work on something that will have several thousand, if not more, people involved with it. So.
I believe this has been a pretty good time.
I appreciate it, sir.
I must say it's been a lot of fun. Make sure you guys check out his Kickstarter when it launches on, because I don't remember
October
dates.
2nd through Halloween, we're going to be having a huge party on Halloween called the Survivor Party, where you can come as cosplayed as a survivor or a zombie. We're going to be putting it all up on film. It'll all go up on YouTube. We're also going to have an opening night party on October 2nd where everybody comes as zombies. That will also go up on YouTube. And then we're going to be filming our Kickstarter movie, which will have a chase film of a blonde chick being chased by a mob of zombies. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to do everything community driven.
With this movie, is there going to be the cliche trip on
Oh,
a
yeah,
random
man,
route?
You got a trip. It's a horror film.
Of course. I just had to make sure.
Yeah, no,
All right,
it's
guys,
real
make sure you check out Remain Calm, or for the full name, Remain Calm and Run Like Hell.
The joke is it's the full name is Remain Calm and Run Like Hell. That's not actually the full name. The full name is Remain Calm RPG, and you can look us up on Facebook. You can look us up on Twitter at I Smell Zombies, because I thought that was cute. And, I'm very friendly. I will literally talk to every single one of you, as you can attest. I love to make friends, and we love to blow this community up. So just come join us on Facebook.
All right, all those links will be in the description, and probably
And maybe Vanna White.
yeah, because of YouTube, you can do that. I totally planned that, by the way. Right here, this comic in particular, you can click on, and there's a secret link.
Yeah, right.
There's going to be a secret link on this thing in particular. I'm going to make sure of that.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you very much for your time.
Facebook. All right.
Perfect.
Get away with that. Sneaky little bitch.
I brought you brothers here today to start our own fraternity. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it.